Welcome back, garden gnomes, and thank you for joining me on this stifling 108-degree day in southern Kentucky. Today we're going to learn a little bit about glass gem corn. It's a beautiful, fast-growing corn variety that requires almost no maintenance. Glass gem is an heirloom flint corn. Heirloom meaning its kernels will produce year after year with no variation in the plant's characteristics, and flint corn meaning that unlike our favorite summertime sweet corn, which boasts juicy, soft kernels and require quite a process to be dried and stored, flint corn varieties have a thick, tough outer layer protecting each soft kernel. The kernels dry really easily by themselves by simply leaving them on the plant until the leaves are nice and papery. And all you have to do to make sure they're fully cured is the fingernail test. Take a couple of different kernels, drive your thumbnail in, and if there's no dent whatsoever, it's fully cured. This ear is actually perfect and ready to go, which leads me to believe the rest of them are too. The squirrels did get at this one a little bit, but eventually I figured out how to outsmart them. $8 bought me 50 pounds of deer feeder corn. I put a little at the base of the tree, and the squirrels leave my entire garden alone. They love corn, beat them at their own game. These ears are already ready to be made into popcorn, stripped down for next year's seed, ground into colorful cornmeal, or used in fall decorations. Look at the jelly beans! Early corn varieties, also known as Indian corn, were first domesticated in Mexico about 9,000 years ago. Ah, there she is. They were domesticated from wild Mexican grasses known as teosinte. Ooh, this is definitely the best out of 3 so far. Look at that perfect beauty. As the plants grew in use and popularity, they began a slow march north, where northern natives adapted the corn for shorter summers and produced the first flint corn varieties, whose deep roots, tough stalks, and hard kernels made them pest-resistant, drought-tolerant, and incredibly adept at handling intense summer heat. That's a boast that sweet corn can't even come close to without constant irrigation and pesticides. All in all, it's an excellent addition to heirloom and organic gardens. I didn't spray these guys with anything. They really only got rainwater. I think I turned the sprinkler on them about twice this year. This one's pastel. Oh my goodness. This is like an Easter egg hunt. Look at that perfect beauty. Glass gem may have a long-reaching family tree, but it didn't actually arrive on the scene until it was selectively bred through the 1980s and 1990s by an Oklahoma farmer named Barnes. Barnes sought to connect with his Cherokee heritage by growing the older traditional types of corn. He crossed the Gray Horse variety with Osage red flower and Pawnee miniature popcorn, saved and replanted the kernels from cobs that showed the greatest color variation, and brought us to where we are now. Now, I grew this patch because it's a goal of mine to every year plant something I've never grown before. It gives me an opportunity to study its growth habits in real time, then I do a bunch of research and I share what I learn with you fine folks. Plus, next year, I'll have all the seed I need to plant a much larger patch and it won't cost me anything. I hope you guys enjoyed this short introduction to gem corn. If you're new to our channel and you're just starting out with gardening, I encourage you to check out the rest of the channel because we have a ton of gardening videos. Oh my god, I think this one's my favorite so far. Absolutely perfect little specimen. I'm leaving a bunch on because some of it didn't pass the fingernail test, but we'll be back in a couple weeks to harvest the rest, and it'll be just in time to weave into a fall wreath for the front door. Thank you guys for joining us, and as always, you can find channel updates, additional bonus content, and racy photos on our Patreon below.